Okay, what's up, dudes? It's your boy, Rusty Brother, also known as Matt. I'm playing some Red Orchestra right now. I'd like to be playing Rust, but I need to record it. I have Shadowplay installed at the moment, and I can't record Rust with it for some reason. I'm gonna have to use Fraps. I can't. I don't have installed right now, so we're just gonna do some live commentary, Red Orchestra on Omaha Beach, and yeah. So I'm gonna be talking about new XP system that's been put in place, and yeah, my impressions to it. I think it will improve the community, and I agree with a lot of people who think that it will improve the community, and it will make, because there's a system being implemented where if you make a tool with your resources, wood or stone, 80% of the XP gathered from using that weapon, or not weapon, using that tool, if another player uses it, you get 80% of the XP. And essentially that is encouraging players to commute and do tons of shit, like make crawly communities and do a lot of great things, and I'm very excited. I've been playing a lot of pre-release. I have a base and everything, but unfortunately I can't record at the moment. I'd like to do a base tour of my crappy, partially wood base, but we can't do a cribs yet. I'll install Fraps and I'll get that video up soon. But yeah, this is my first video too. Yeah, basically, I love this
Squad 3
update.
needs more
I love how
teammates.
shit, I should probably turn audio off, but right, I'm getting too invested in this. Alright, this is a live commentary, so I'm doing improv right now. There's no script for this video. Okay, what I was talking about is basically this has helped community and a lot of things, because at the moment the Rust community is, you blow your neighbors up. It's a very toxic community, and there's no reason not to blow your neighbors up and be a complete dick. But what I think is that, because I don't like having my base blown up. I'm not the kind of guy who goes out with 10-man raid parties, and I absolutely hate those guys who, those 10-man groups of guys with AKs on the first day of wipe. The guys who have literally no lives, who've been just grind 20 hours straight and get super lucky, and one of them gets AK BP, and then they all have AKs.
Too late.
They completely ruin the survival aspect of Rust and just completely demolish everyone else. And it's so annoying. Just a second, hold up. Okay, that's a friendly. But I hate it. And and it's gonna go away, because now getting BPs isn't a matter of RNG, it's a matter of how long have you been playing. So it's probably going to take 2 or 3 days to have those 10-man groups, and which is awesome. I love that. Bandage. So it's very much improving the state of Rust as of right now. There we go. Mow him down. Oh crap. Okay. It's very much improving the state of the community, I feel, and it's gonna extend early game, make it a lot more worth it. There's gonna be a lot less raiding. You're not gonna get completely C4 rated on the first day, which is awesome. So you can have probably a base. Get to at least mid-game before you have to worry about neighbors raiding you. You can get nade raided. I just went into a server that's like 2 or 3 days already into
You're good, I
wipe,
got
and I
you
still
covered, but
haven't
it's
been
getting
raided.
early.
I still haven't seen a lot of people with AKs, which is amazing. I love that. So the only fights I've had is like bow and arrow or crossbow fights, so it's awesome. Currently, it's took me about 3 or 4 hours of grinding to reach level 7, which is a high enough level to obtain a sheet metal door and a ton of other stuff, but there's a thing I hate and a thing I need that needs to be balanced. I don't think you should get the bow at level 7. That's a little absurd. That's like a survival necessity. And if you don't get it at level 7, like, what the hell? It took, like, by the time I got a simple bow, I already had a decently sized hexagon added, like, a hexagon base, so I felt like that was a pretty dumb. And also ladder hatches, you get that at level.
Oh, what the?
That's about like 5.
Sorry about that. That was a dumb mistake.
5 hours of grinding. Okay, I need to turn this off. Hold on. Wait a second. Audio. Okay, there we go. Should be good. Alright. But basically, I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch. Early game, I like it to be longer, but seriously, with the bow, that's a necessity. Like, I couldn't kill animals. Like, I had to run around with a spear and a bone club for at least 2 hours of my playtime.
Couldn't have survived that.
But basically, yeah. Another thing I'd like to bring up is that this is changing a lot. I know it's quite obvious, but it's gonna change the entire dynamic of raiding. Like, raiding is now raiding's already at endgame, but you can still do raiding at mid-game raids. But it's gonna be a completely endgame aspect, because I think you need something like level 20, 30, or 40 for C4, which is insane. And that's so many hours of grinding added together. I think it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's going to be very much endgame, and by the time people have that C4 to raid, everyone's bases is going to be so stockpiled with stuff. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be so stockpiled with stuff. I don't even know. It's like, yeah, people's bases can be so stockpiled because they haven't been able to raid, and they haven't been raided, so they're as they're grinding for XP, they're getting resources too, so they're probably going to have any crazy stockpiled base now is probably going to be multiplied by 2. Because the amount of grinding you have to do to get some XP. Because you can get XP from like doing a lot of different things, like grinding. The best way to get XP, I was going to come to this point earlier, is yeah, the best way is killing animals. Like, I think I was at level 7, and you level pretty slowly. I got half a bar of level from just killing one bear. So, yeah, imagine if that was like a 10-man death squad, killing players, bears, everything, killing all animals. That would be so much XP. Like, it's insane, but it's definitely encouraging players to group together and be more social, which I think is great. And to end off this video, well, I haven't really ended off the gameplay, but to end off this video, I think that this is a great update, and in the end it's gonna be very fun, and I'm just gonna hook up with a bunch of friends and we're gonna go hard on this once the update happens, because also in the pre-release the optimization is pretty bad, so FPS is low, so I can't have my high settings as usual. I have to play on like medium to low because of the optimization problems, whereas I get 50 to 70 FPS on medium settings, which is not okay on my part, in my opinion. But this has been in my impressions on the Rust XP system. Sorry I couldn't get gameplay of Rust, but whatever. Peace out.